What is up, guys? John Mack here. Today I'll be showing you how a boat or other vehicle is made for my Stormworks Ripped and Repaired collection on Steam Workshop. What this is I take a boat from a mission or the other game file for Stormworks, and I put it in my vehicles folder, and I heavily modify it until it works and runs like it was never supposed to. So I will be showing you how I do that today. So the first thing I do to get my vehicles is I go and I open two File Explorer windows. I have them pinned here, but you won't have these, so what you gotta do is you gotta go to your data folder in your Steam library, your Stormworks' data folder, the game files. So you would go to your Steam library under Steam Apps, Common, Stormworks, ROM, Data. That'll bring you to this folder, full of different things, okay? The two most important folders is this one and this one, Debris and Missions. I've been getting vehicles from Debris for just last night. I've got my first set of vehicles from there. The other folder you will need is your App Data folder. So you under App Data, Roaming, Stormworks. Then you go to your Data folder and then Vehicles. And you will notice that all of your vehicles from the load portion of the Stormworks workbench will be here, with their preview and corresponding XML file. You go to the other side and you go to like missions. This is your important folder, but if you'd like to modify some vehicles from the other folder, feel free. Just a couple warnings to let you know. The vehicles under Debris are named, but under Debris the vehicles are named. Under these folders they're not. So you gotta make sure that you don't have anything with these names in your already in your Stormworks vehicles folder. Otherwise, you will overwrite them and it will not be a good time for you. The folder we're supposed to look at is default mission locations. If you've noticed, there are a bunch of different things from new missions in 1.0. They're like, oh, there's a lost boat with a frickin' transponder, and you need to go save it. These are the boats it uses. All of them. Except for playlist. You don't want to touch playlist. So what you want to do is you just want to select a vehicle, or multiple, and just drag them over. I'm not going to do that because I've already done that a bunch. There are quite a few to choose from. Just pick one you like, and there you go. Once you're done selecting your vehicles, you close both these folders. Then you open Stormworks and you get into a game where you then go into a workbench. Click on load, and you want to search for the vehicle you want to modify. So for example, vehicle 250 or something. What I want to do is I want to modify the yacht from the Debris folder. Okay? Fair warning about the vehicles from default mission locations. Most of them have been made by other people and have a vehicle made by blank when you spawn them in, no matter how much work you do to them. To get around that, don't actually do this on any other boat unless it's one of these mission boats, because people will not like you for it if you re-upload other boats. A lot of people think that I am stealing. The only thing I am taking from people is the non-working shell of the boat I'm modifying. The rest is done by me. Okay? So just let's clear that up before people come yelling at me in the comments like, you're stealing stuff. Like, no, I'm not. So what you want to do is you want to just, this boat already has an engine, luckily, so all I gotta do is modify it with the pipes and everything, set it up like any other boat. You go to the power and you go over here. See, these have small propellers, which I absolutely despise. I don't know why, I just don't like them. I can get rid of that in a minute. Also, fair warning about the mission boat locations. The default mission location boats have a lot of logic and stuff you will need to make microcontrollers for, because the majority of them have instrument panels rather than just normal buttons and switches and stuff, which don't require anything. The instrument panel boats take a lot of time and work to pull off on my end by making these large, complicated master controllers let me show you. If you look on my collection, which is in the description of this video, you'll see an artifact shipping boat. Do you want to see how much work and time went into the controller for this thing? Let me show you. There's like 34 functions here, and look at the logic on this thing. Look at it. That's a lot. Okay. Keep in mind, if anybody who's watching who's never played Stormworks before, it's complicated. If you can't, and it's a steep learning curve. If you don't want to learn, don't buy the game, because it will not be easy. It was not easy for me to learn this. My friend Sean had to teach me. Shout out to him for being such a patient person with me and teaching me how to play the game. And now look where I'm at. So what you want to do is you want to set up the engine like you normally would. I'm going to do that real quick. Some of the boats, there's a lot of boats that I have to work on that are still a very huge work in progress, because the engine just won't start for some reason. I don't know why, but I've been trying them, and these are mostly the default mission location boats. Like, I tried making some boats from the debris folder, and they started. First try, no problems. It was easy. These mission location boats are a lot harder to learn and refix than the debris boats, because the debris boats were made before the 1.0 update that brought all this extra logic into play. Okay, and then you just want to set it up like you normally would. So, I'm a cue a time lapse, and feel free to watch me in action. Watch till the end, though, because I still have stuff to show you guys. Time for me to mute my mic, and let's get on with it.
Bring it back now.
Okay. I forgot to mention something. Most of these vehicles also were never made to run, so a lot of the stuff here is made for show. So just, if it doesn't look that great, just keep trying. You will eventually get it. Another thing to note, a lot of these vehicles do not have a battery by default. So what you'll need to do is you'll need to go and get a battery of your choosing. I recommend either medium or large for these bigger boats. I'm not sure what all these different colors are about on the inside of the boat, because I'm really not sure. Let's see. Yeah, that's not too bad. So you will need to add batteries. Otherwise, your boat just won't work, because it needs electric to run and fuel. Alright, keep going.
Bring it back now.
Okay, so I have finished wiring up all the logic for this boat, apart from the gearbox, which seems to be missing an input, even though it's not. Not sure why that is. But, as you can see, I have wired up everything, and let me just share a message with you guys who skipped the time lapse. A lot of these vehicles are not wired electrically. As you saw, there's a bunch of warning labels that all should say either something like missing electric, missing on-off, something like that. But most of these vehicles do not come standard with batteries, or if they do, like the default mission location vehicles, most of the stuff is not wired to them. So what you need to do is you need to either add a battery and wire it, or just wire all the stuff to the batteries so that everything on your boat is powered. I make a bunch of different microcontrollers for all these boats, and each one, as long as it doesn't have the exact same guts as the boat before it, each boat is unique with its own microcontroller when it has instrument panels. Pretty much every boat I have from that default mission locations has its own unique microcontroller that tells it what to do when these instrument panels are clicked, because there's so many of them. I just realized I have no rudder, so let me just quickly add that while I'm on video. Just go like that, like that. And you go to the batteries. And you then wire it up to your AD value at your pilot seat. Steering. I think this boat is a lot older than I thought, the one that I'm working on right now, which means it has like next to no modern amenities. It's got like no technology for it, no compact stuff, none of that. No, just the simplest of simple. So let me add like a few new things for the from the 1.0 update. Like for example, rope anchors. These looked different before, and I'm not sure if you could add them unless it was like a winch. So now you can do that, and it's a lot easier to tow some stuff. So I'm gonna replace that small connector with a rope anchor, and I'm gonna put a few rope anchors at the back as well. If 5 rope anchors isn't enough for you people, I don't know what is. This boat will be going on the workshop so you guys can see the finished product. But I'm going to show the finished product on video in case you guys just decided not to see it. But it looks like this is a wrap. So let's spawn it in and see if it runs. You get on the boat. I think this boat is so old that the constant on signal wasn't invented yet in Stormworks. So they used a not gate instead, which just is hooked up to nothing, so it's like not A. And I just realized my car down there is still sitting in the water. I gotta fix that. But let's see if we can start it. Okay, so that's okay. That's fine. If it doesn't start right away, that's completely fine. All you gotta do is well, fix it really. What is missing?
Of the sky, we are heroes tonight. Yeah, we are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight.
Oh my god, I might have just realized what's wrong. I'm a friggin' idiot. No wonder the boat ain't starting. Exhaust doesn't even come up here. The exhaust holes are missing. Silly me, right? Yeah. that might be the solution to our problems. Just add a fluid port so the exhaust comes out. And there you go. Spawn. This yacht will be great if I can get it to start. Sean won't know what hit him. And lights go to lights, and that is that. And there you go. And we're moving. We're off and moving. Yep, everything's working. Just make sure the engine doesn't catch fire, because that has been known to happen on this channel. It's got to heat up to 120 if it needs to catch fire. But I have a coolant pump, so it should be fine. Yep, our boat's up and moving. Perfect. So, that is what happens to a boat to get it ready for the Ripped and Repaired collection. I hope you enjoyed watching this very educational video and realizing how everything is made, how long it takes me. See, this boat was just easy to make because it's from the debris folder and there's not much to add to it. It's a very simple boat. Okay? But most of the boats from the default mission locations folder are extremely intricate and complicated, and they got like several microcontrollers, 10 instrument panels like that one had. The one I showed you with the very complicated microcontroller. And it's just, overall, it is not a quick experience, okay? This took me like 30 minutes, and it probably got squeezed down to like 10. Or maybe lower if I'm that good at it. But, I hope you enjoyed, and be sure to like and subscribe, and let me know what you want to see in the comments down below. We will see you in the next one. Bye-bye!